Payton, it's your final true road game in college. How good did it feel to come into a pretty loud venue and kind of shut them up pretty quick?
Yeah, I mean, first off, just credit to Virginia Tech fans. I don't think there's anything comparable to it. This is one of the loudest places I've ever played in my life. I mean, it's just awesome to kind of go out like this. It's not really the way we wanted to finish on defense there towards the end of the game. We wanted to continue to our standard's our standard, and when we don't live up to that, we're not as happy as we want to be. But, just my last road game with NC State, excited it could be a W.
What have you learned about this team in these last 4 weeks?
I think it kind of just shows that we really admire that, like, blue collar, hands in the dirt, put your head down and work, block out all the outside noise, and at the end of the day, we know we got what we have in the locker room, and we know what we can go do, and we just had to flip a switch.
As a defensive guy, how was it to see Isaiah Shirley out there at tight end?
Yeah, it's really cool. Shout out Isaiah Shirley, a young guy who's getting his opportunity. I mean, another person who was even in our linebacker room, Jordan Poole. I mean, makes me tear up almost every time I see him out there, just because I know how long. I mean, he's waited, how much work he's put in, and just to see him to be able to, him and Shirley, it just really warms my heart. So.
Trent Penix talked about some of those position changes and guys playing free, and just how much of that spirit is playing free and really savoring these last few games really help this team?
Yeah, I think that also shows the character of this team. I think if you ask other guys on other teams to move positions, to switch what they've been doing their whole life, you have a lot of problems. Around here, it's just, yes, sir, how can I help you? That's all you get, and just credit to Coach Dorn and the culture that he's built. But, I mean, put someone out there, they're going to make a play, next man mentality. So.
How surreal is it next week, the final home game? I mean, I remember being at Orange High when you signed, and it seemed like a million years ago. Yeah. And just how surreal is it now that it's kind of winding down?
Yeah, I mean, when you're sitting in the back of the team room as a freshman, you don't really, when all seniors are up there saying this flies by, you're like, man, I'm still a freshman taking all these classes, But, going into my last game, 6th year, 23 years old, I'm just excited. Sad, excited, ready for the next chapter, but at the same time want to finish this out as strong as we possibly can. So.
You feel happy and proud of what you've done this year in terms of the growth, and you feel like you've set NC State up to have great moments in the future?
I don't know if that's necessarily me. I think that's everybody. I think that's credit to Coach Dorn, Coach Gibson, the recruiting staff. I think the people that we bring in here, it's not always about talent, the character that we bring in here, just how the guys mold with each other. I think that Coach Dorn and them have set themselves up for tremendous years to come.
Last question.
Y'all talked about kind of hitting a low after the Duke game and everything that has gone into that. When you were in the bye week, looking at the rest of the season, did you think that you had a shot at 10 wins?
Every game, that's just kind of how, as a competitor, you think you're going to win every single game. There's never a game that I've ever walked in to thinking that we're going to lose. We just had to pick this program, basically out of the trash. We all weren't doing our part, and, we all weren't bought in, and, that bye week hit, those coaches got on us and, kind of just showed us what we could do and kind of see the result of it. We got one more to go and finish strong, so.
All right.
Thank you.
Casey,